Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN. Caramba, big up to everyone that's locked in. And today we have got Arsenal 2, Real Madrid 1. Listen, let me have a sip of the Maggie, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I'm saying? Sip of the Maggie, caramba. Listen, I'm in a very good mood today. I can't even lie. What a performance! What a performance! Props to Mikel. Props to the players. Do you know what I'm saying? You, man, today, excellent performance. You know what I'm saying? Killed them off in the first leg. Second leg, very professional performance. Big up to the team. And today, I'm actually proud. I'm proud today to be wearing this shirt. It's not over yet. We ain't won the Champions League. But the way that we're performing, the manager, I was questioning the manager, I was questioning the players. There's still a lot to go. There's still a lot to go. There's still another 3 games before we can lift the trophy, and we still got to win the trophy, of course. But, bro, you know what? Yeah, the players and the manager, they deserve credit today, man. They deserve credit today. Do you know what I'm saying? First leg, I already said it, that everyone was excellent, barring Odegaard. Today, again, everyone was excellent, barring Odegaard. Saliba, 1 or 2, stupid decisions out from the back, but overall was decent. Kivior as well. Listen, there's a lot to get into, man. But I'm just, this is what I want to see, man. When people always tell me to accept mediocrity or to accept not wanting to be the best or trying to win major honors or going out there and trying to be a champion, I will never accept that pucaria in my life. I will never accept it. I will never accept it. Never accept it. And at the end of the day, yeah, it's funny because all this time when I've been asking for this club to be moving serious, to be winning major honors, to be taking trophies seriously, people told me, oh, we're not Real Madrid, we can't be Real Madrid. Well, we beat Real Madrid today. Again, for the second time, we beat Real Madrid. For everyone that tells me we can't beat Real Madrid, cala a boca, filho da puta. Cala a boca, so filho da puta. Non quero ouvir nenhuma porcaria. For the second time, we beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? And people was, oh, what's it going to take for you to be positive? What's it going to take for you to back the team? Prove me wrong, innit? Prove me wrong. I still don't know if we can win the Champions League. In my opinion, I still don't think that we're going to win the Champions League. Prove me wrong. Yeah, I'm saying first leg, Arsenal shut me up. Second leg, they shut me up again today. They shut me up again today. I was questioning, we're going to the Bernabeu. We're going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to perform. We're going to be able to step up. Is the nerves going to get to us? And this is because of years and years and years of us bottling it. Years and years and years of us not doing what's necessary. Years of the occasion getting to us. And props to the team, man. Props to the team. Props to Arteta. The tactics in the first game was excellent. The tactics in this game was excellent. Excellent. You know what I'm saying? Barring Odegaard, that absolutely did nothing, broke down all of our attacks, was rubbish. His passing was horrendous, was getting barged off the ball. Other than him, and I didn't want to chat about him right now. I can't even lie, because he's just going to stain an excellent performance again. An excellent performance again. If there's one thing Arteta needs to learn, is Odegaard needs to hold bench. Odegaard needs to hold bench. Even when this guy had an opportunity in the box, this guy still got a pillow foot and not striking the ball properly. I'm sorry, this guy is working against us. This guy is doing nothing for us in terms of our creativity. And when we talk about creativity, Mikel Moreno, what did he get today? 2 assists? 2 assists, you know. 2 assists. But this is what I'm saying. So I don't even want to talk about Odegaard. Don't worry, Odegaard. Yeah? Don't worry about it. Mikel Moreno will play as a striker and he'll play in a 10, innit? He'll do your job. No worries. No worries about it. But listen, today, Lewis Skelly, man. Lewis Skelly, what a baller, bro. The way he transitions out from the back with the ball, comfortable, taking on 2-3 players. He was giving Rodrigo a nightmare the whole game. Big up to this kid, man. Getting called up to England, performing every single time Arsenal needed to perform. 9 times out of 10, this kid's always performing. You know, solid defensively, can play out from the back, offers us a creativity, tries to create opportunities for the front three. Like, there's not enough praise I can give for when it comes to Lewis Skelly, man. Big up to Lewis Skelly, man. Real talk. Big up to Skelly, man. Big up to that kid, man. Balling out. There were certain times he was leaving players for in the dust, bro. You know what I mean? Cold player, man. Cold player, Lewis Skelly. Kivior. I've been on to Kivior. But you know what? Kivior's been stepping it up, man. He's been stepping it up. And I said, yo, Gabriel getting an injury. This is your opportunity to step into the team and actually assert yourself that you deserve to be here. And did all the rumors that were trying to flog you off to teams in Syria. And to be fair to Kivior, He's stepping up, bro. He's stepping up. Listen, there's a long way to go, but you know what, Lewis Skelly? This is what I want to see, filo da puta. I don't want to see players proving me right when I'm criticizing you. I want you to prove me wrong. May this continue. Continue to perform. Continue to go out there and ball out. This is what I want to see, bro. I want players, when I criticize players on the manager, I want them to prove me wrong because I'd rather be wrong than be right. And at the moment, Kivior today, great last-ditch tackles. Didn't let Mbappe have a sniff, to be honest. Great positionally. I can't remember him getting cooked. Big up to Kivior. Saliba and Raya for the goal that we conceded. I don't know what the hell you two were doing. And there was another bozo moment from Saliba. But overall, there was some last-ditch tackles from Saliba that were great, to be fair. And listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that Saliba has bad games, to be fair to him. And it wasn't a complete bad game. But, bro, the way you conceded that goal, I don't know what you're doing. To not know that Vinny's there, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, the awareness was crazy. Like, you didn't even know who was around you. You didn't even know where Vinny was. You didn't know where anybody was. It was crazy. And Raya to even put you in that situation, it was all over the place. But you know what? I can't be asked to talk about that today. The performance today overall was excellent. We got the win. We're performing in the Champions League against the most decorated club in world football. It is what it is. Other than that, I think some really good last-ditch tackles from Saliba, and he overall played really well. Other than that, but you need to fix up. You can't be repeating that up against PSG and Inter if we pass and get through past PSG. But it is what it is. Timber, it goes without saying, man. Timber was great. Listen, once or twice he did get cooked by Vinny. I can't lie. He did get cooked once or twice by Vinny, but he recovered really well. It's really good tackles from Timber, and overall good performance from Timber. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Once again, man. And bro, it's just, bro, I can't lie, man. Thank the Lord that is done. Thank the Lord that is done, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord that is done. Thomas Partey today as well. Another one. Performed excellently. Winning the ball back, getting into good positions. Wasn't allowing Real Madrid to build any momentum through the middle. They weren't able to create anything through the middle, and that was because of Thomas Partey again. Declan Rice, for me, once again, man of the match for me. Man of the match for me is Declan Rice. The tackles, the interceptions, the way he was winning back the ball, the way he was transitioning with the ball, his passing, on the break as well, on the counter. You know what I mean? Dribbling past 2-3 players. He's a DM. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry, but for me, Declan Rice, man of the match, man. Man of the match. This guy he's been raising his game, yeah, in the last couple of games. He's just been raising his game the last couple of weeks. Just raising it. And that confidence that he had in the first leg against Real Madrid, you can see that it's affecting him right now. Big up to Declan Rice, man. He was excellent. I can't lie. He was excellent. Running that midfield as well, helping out Partey. Like, really, really good performance by Declan Rice. Some really good last-ditch blocks. Some really good... Luckily, he didn't give away the penalty. I think it would have been a bit harsh. With Mbappe trying to milk it in the box, obviously that wasn't given as a penalty. But big up to Rice, man. He's playing like a captain. I much prefer him to be a captain, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I much prefer him to be a captain because at the end of the day, he's showing not only the desire. Rice is not going missing. He's putting in tackles. He's winning the ball. He's transitioning. He's counter-attacking. His passing's on point. Like, I'm sorry, the guy is playing out of his skin, and long may it continue. Long may it continue. Do you know what I'm saying? He's really showing that he really wants to win this Champions League, bro. Like, you've got to give praise where it's due. Listen, I've got my things whether I feel like this club and this team is good enough to win the Champions League. But when they perform and when they turn up, you've got to give them praise, man. And Declan Rice deserves a lot of praise. And for me, man of the match. Saka as well. Saka, I can't lie. The way he took that penalty was absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. But you know what, yeah? As much as that pen was disgraceful, he did make up for it. That goal, that little dink, the pass through from Moreno, Saka in the box and he just dinked it. You know what I'm saying? Over the goalkeeper. Excellent cold finish, bro. Cold finish. Big up to Saka, man. Big up to Saka because you put that right. Because that penalty, you should have slapped it. Yeah, there's no need to be cocky and overconfident. Just slap it bottom corner. Just pick a corner and slap it. But instead, he tried to be cheeky, and it was easy. It was an easy save for Courtois. Easy save. The way he saved it was almost like he was doing the main tricks to save that penalty. But the goal, A1. A1. And big up to Saka, man. He's come back from injury. Do you know what I'm saying? First game back, he scored. Now he's come, second leg against Real Madrid and he scores again. Do you know what I'm saying? Didn't let the penalty put his head down. He gets in the right place at the right time and dinks it over the goalkeeper. Big up to Saka, man. Big up to the kid, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, big up to him, man. He's like, there's nothing really bad I can really say about Saka, man. Like, okay, cool. You effed up on the penalty, but bro, he made it count. He's like, yo, I'm gonna put that right. I'm gonna dead off this game. I'm gonna dead off this game because he knew that penalty was the opportunity to just dead off the game. It would have been 4-0 on aggregate, and it would have been match done, completely done. We would have been cruising. But for him to just go and take that opportunity the way that he did and get us the extra lead, big up to Saka, man. Big up to Saka, bro. You know what I mean? Big up to the kid, man. Yeah, and I like the fact that Arteta took him off and didn't let him play the whole 90 because he has come back from injury, monitoring his minutes and stuff like that. So big up to Arteta for that as well. You know what I mean? Maybe he's learning, but big up for that as well. Big up for that. Mikel Moreno, when he doesn't score, he assists. Big up to Mikel Moreno, bro. You know what I mean? One of the unsung heroes in this team this season, if we go on to win a major honor. One of the unsung heroes. You know, he's a DM that's had to play as a striker. He scored in the first leg, and in the second leg, he's got 2 assists. You know what I'm saying? He's very unlucky not to get man of the match in this game. Very unlucky not to get man of the match in this game. The guy just keeps it simple. Nothing overly flashy. When he has an opportunity, he scores. Today, he didn't have the opportunity. He plays the right passes. He plays the right players through. Right players through. As soon as he sees the pass from Saka and the movement in the box, plays him through, Saka gets a goal. As soon as he sees us, Real Madrid committing too many players forward deep into the second half, what does he do? Counter-attack, straight through to Martinelli. Martinelli on the counter, and we score. He just does the simple things well, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You don't need to be overly flashy. You don't need to overdo things. And big up to Moreno, man. Big up to Moreno, because no matter what game it is, more time than not, yeah, he's been affecting games. And I don't rate him as a DM, but I tell you what, in playing as a striker, I don't mind him being second choice. I really don't. He's our best striker that we have right now. Do I want to go out there and get better? Of course. Of course I want to go and get better. I always want to go and get better and upgrade. But you know what? Yeah, this guy, he's not complained. He's not moaned. And he just said, you know what? The manager wants me to do a job as a striker. Cool. I'll do my job. And today, even though he didn't have all the opportunities in the world and stuff, he still makes himself effective. He's still in the right place at the right time. And if he's not in the right place at the right time, he makes sure he plays the right pass and he can actually read the play. Big up to Moreno, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Moreno. I've got to give him props, bro. You're not even playing in your position. Do you know what I'm saying? So, do you know what? Yeah, big up to the guy, man. Big up to the guy. I'm happy today. I can't even lie, man. I'm happy today, bro, because it's been a long time, yeah, that I've seen this team make me proud. And obviously, for me to fully be proud, we need to win a major honor, innit? Don't get it twisted. But it is Real Madrid in the Champions League. And in both games, we are well deserved to win the game, bro. And you got to give props. You got to give props. You know, obviously, I ain't going to go over the top because at the end of the day, it's all about trophies. But I can't lie, bro. Props is due today. Props is due today. Do you know what I'm saying? Martinelli today as well. Every time he was on the counter-attack, he was always driving forward. Exactly what I thought he would do anyway. Driving forward, stretching the play. Do you know what I'm saying? And trying to hit Real Madrid on the counter-attack and making use of that, of his speed. So big up to Martinelli, man. Big up to Martinelli. Do you know what I'm saying? And when he actually got his opportunity to score, he scored it. Do you know what I'm saying? We've already seen this. We've seen this years ago. Martinelli's most effective on counter-attacks. That's when he's most effective. And when he's just able to and allowed to just be direct and not think about it. And big up to Martinelli, because I've been cussing him all season about how many times he's on the counter-attack and then he starts running backwards and sideways. Today he was just direct. Took his opportunity, ran straight through on goal, didn't think about it, and just hit it first time. Big up to Martinelli, bro. Top goal, man. Top goal. Do you know what I'm saying? And overall, it is what it is. David Raya, don't do any more stupid plays out from the back. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Arteta, do you know what? Praise. Fair enough. Fair enough. Both legs, you deserve praise. I was a little bit like, maybe we should play a back three. You stuck to your 4-3-3, one of your preferred formations. And you were proven right. Moreno as a striker, it worked. Do you know what I'm saying? Bringing Saka back, you've done all right. And you actually took Saka off. I think it was the 70th or whatever minute you took him off. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? In-game management, which is something that you needed to improve on. You did in these two, in this Real Madrid tie. So big up to you. Using Martinelli's speed for the counter-attack. Do you know what I'm saying? Realizing that Declan Rice can score set pieces. You know? Lewis Skelly as a left-back. There was questions if the kid could step up in a big game like this in the Champions League, his first year in men's football. You were proven right to start Lewis Skelly. You were proven right to start Lewis Skelly. Kivior, that I thought, oh, Kivior as a back partnership to Saliba, we're going to get cooked, we're going to get opened up. Kivior, he's been very, you know, up and down. There's been a lot of rumors about him leaving the club. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's looked solid in that back line. He's looked solid. Maybe the fact that Rice and Partey behind him, maybe they've done extra work to help him as well. But even when Kivior was 1v1 with Mbappe, he looked solid. He didn't look out of place. He didn't put a lot of good tackles, last-ditch tackles, positionally great as well. Fair enough. Timber right back. Listen, the tactics as well, you know, committing a lot of players forward when we went forward, but also getting back into position. Let's be real. The first 20-odd minutes, there was a lot of pressure from Real Madrid. They start the game off with a lot of pressure. We didn't panic. We did not panic. And you know what? Big up, man. Arteta deserves praise for this Real Madrid tie. He deserves praise. 100%. The right tactics, the right personnel. Now, the only one thing I will criticize Arteta is in both legs, you didn't realize that Odegaard was doing nothing for us. Did absolutely nothing for us. Let's just keep it real. He offered nothing for us. Odegaard wasn't creating anything. He was breaking down counterattacks. He was losing the ball. He was allowing Real Madrid to hit us on counterattacks at times. That's the one thing that I think Arteta should have, you know, he needs to fix up and needs to get aware when it comes to players that are not affecting the game. But all in all, listen, great. Probably the best two performances I've seen from this team under Arteta. When you think about magnitude of the game, what's on the line, and the opposition, I think, yeah, the best two games I've seen from this manager. I can't lie. So yeah, man, I can't lie, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. There's not a lot happened in this game. Like I said, Vinny, he did cook Timber at the start, but Timber recovered well. Timber with a ball to Saka with a shot that went wide. Saka, obviously, with the pen that he didn't score. Poor penalty, let's just be real. Bellingham almost had a tap in, but couldn't get to the end of it. And a penalty that wasn't given. There wasn't that many things that happened in the game, to be fair. Mbappe with a shot that went wide. Vasquez with a cross into Rudiger in the box, and it was just overhit. I think a lot of the crosses from Real Madrid, we literally nullified them to crosses. You know what I'm saying? And most of their crosses were underhit or overhit. They weren't really doing much. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There was a counter attack with Odegaard, and he just smashes the ball wide. I just don't want to see Odegaard anymore. I'll be real. You know what I mean? I just don't want to see Odegaard anymore, if I'll be completely honest. But big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let me get into some of the comments before I put the link out. Odegaard better off getting a job as a Ferris wheel since he likes spinning around. It's crazy, bro. Partey is out of the first leg against PSG. That's going to be difficult. Odegaard can't handle the pressure, unfortunately, bro. Physically, mentally, the guy is atrocious, man. Hey, big up Guru, man. I ain't seen you in time, bro. Big up, man. I would have rather had Ethan than Odegaard on the pitch. I hear it, bro. Big up, man. Big up to Guru, man. Long time no see, man. 0 minutes for Ethan is a bit sad, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't think it's fair. I think he's being judged on playing as a right winger when he's not a right winger. So I don't really understand that one, but it is where it is, isn't it? It's crazy. Martinelli should play through the middle. Yeah, but then at the same time, if you play Martinelli through the middle, you don't get the 2 assists from Moreno, innit? So that's the thing. That's the thing. Do you play Moreno? Do you play Martinelli? I say stay with Moreno, because if he doesn't score, he creates. Whereas Martinelli, if he doesn't score, he doesn't create anything. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't lie. I would still stick with Moreno right now, bro. I just think he's overall more effective. You could utilize Martinelli there if Moreno's not affecting the game as like a second choice striker, but I think right now Moreno just offers a lot more to the team playing through the middle, bro. I can't lie. At this moment in time, I wouldn't change that and put Martinelli through the middle, bro. Yeah, I'm saying, can we just talk about Kivior? Just proved he might actually be good enough after all. Mate, yeah, listen, if he continues this, we need consistency. But listen, he's in both legs, he's played excellently. I can't lie. He's played really well, Kivior. Someone tell me what Jude did all game. He did nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Moreno showed Odegaard how to assist his teammates. Bro, Mbappe was trash, bro. Okay, now Northside being positive. Bro, I'm not always, bro. I'll give props where it's due, bro. I'll give props where it's due, man. I ain't just gonna give props for just props' sake. You know what I mean? What's Dave just sent me? Dave's head is gone, you know. Dave's head is gone. I'm telling you, Rodri is the true holder of the Ballon d'Or. 2 assists in the game. Great for him. Yeah, man. Yeah, I noticed that. Still, big up to Cam every single time, man. Big up my G, man. Big up every single time. Saka is a baller. Mistake with the pen. Saka is better than Vinicius Junior, man. Oh, bro, do you know what? Yeah, it's looking like, I can't even lie, bro. I ain't seen nothing from Vinny, bro. Just running into thin air, bro. You know what I'm saying? That pen pissed me off. I can't lie, bro. I think everyone was pissed off with that pen, man. You know what I mean? Saka finally overcame the bottle gene, scored when needed. Yeah, man. Gotta give him props, man. Yeah, the penalty was mad, but yeah, the goal was cold. The goal was definitely cold, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Saka, man. Coming back after an injury and everything, man. I'm gonna put the link out now. An honest and fair assessment from you, Northside Facts. As Arsenal fans, we want to be proven wrong every time. This must continue again and again and again. Facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Northside Angola site. Close the roof open. The roof. Mbappe is crying. Arsenal in, bro. That Mbappe, bro. That guy. Yeah, bro. He's not it. He's not it, bro. He's not it. Congrats on the win, Northside. Big up, bro. Every single time. Let's not forget to PSG's in form. It's going to be a tough. Of course, we can't undermine anyone, bro. We can't undermine no team, bro. Facts. Yeah, it was poor, man. That Saliba to allow Vinny to score that goal was poor, but other than that, he recovered. You know what I'm saying? Kivior isn't as bad as we say. Well, he was as bad as we say, but now he's stepping up. Let me see. I want to see him consistently performing. But listen, I'm not going to be on Kivior's case because he's been performing, but I want to see consistency. I want to see that this is his actual level. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up to Kivior, though. You know, he is stepping up, bro. Can't lie. My son just told me he's a Chelsea fan because he's at his granddad's. The night we beat Madrid, his granddad is a Chelsea fan. Kill me. Bro, crazy. Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. What's man saying? What's this? Yo, big up my G. Now we got to, man. We got to celebrate today, bro. We got to celebrate today. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, like, I didn't give us a prayer to get through Real Madrid. I'll be real, bro. I don't care, bro. I didn't. This club has let me down too many times. This manager's let me down too many times. Do you know what I'm saying? But hopefully, you know, we win the trophy because all of this is great. And if we don't win the trophy, all of this means fuck all, bro. Like, that's just the reality about it. All of this means fuck all if we don't win the trophy. It don't mean nothing, you know? So, listen, at the moment, though, we're just going to, you know, enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't got, bro, I was trying to look for the blunt, bro. I don't know where it is, man. I just got to do the vape thing, bro. I can't lie. I just got to do the vape thing, man. But yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm tired because I arrived from in the UK yesterday. I am tired, but then again, I'm always flipping tired. But yeah, man, I'm happy, bro. We are through, man, and we deserved it. And you know what? Yeah, this is the problem with a lot of fans. Yeah, Arsenal fans. They always want props. Yeah, they're always begging for props. You know what? Yeah, when you get over the line properly, yeah, you don't have to beg for props, man. You just get the props that are due. Oh my days. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yo, Carl, what you saying, man?
Wow. Big up to everyone that's locked in. That was a performance we can really and truly be proud of. And I think all of us can agree on that. From top to bottom, this team performed. They went into the Bernabeu. They came in with no...
The hell?
They
What's
came
going
in
on?
with...
What happened? I think it's Omar. Yeah, carry on, Carl.
They went into the Bernabeu tonight with absolutely no fear. They knew the job they had to do. A defensive masterclass from pretty much everyone. That back line was absolutely tremendous tonight. Kivior. Wow. He was very close on my watch-along to be man match. Very close. Very, very close. He was... Saliba shut down, locked up Kylian Mbappe and Alcatraz all game long. Didn't give him a sniff all game. And Kivior just said, you deal with Mbappe and I'll deal with the crosses. I'll deal with the rest of the mandem. Kivior was outstanding. Timber, solid again. Lewis Skelly in the Bernabeu. He's only 18. That kid is going to be something special down the road. I'm going to say it right now. He's going to be something special down the road. Partey, again, done really well as the destroyer. But that yellow card, that could come back to bite us. Just with the first leg against PSG. That could come back to bite us. Moreno. You was right, Northside. One of the unsung heroes of this game. Both of those assists were by him. He just showed Odegaard tonight how you're putting a beautiful long pass through to your striker to beat off the last man. 2 clinical passes. 1 to Saka and 1 to Gabriel Martinelli. I'm going to leave the twat till last. Okay? And you know who I refer to, Northside. Come on, bruv. Martinelli didn't have it. I thought Martinelli was... okay, I didn't think he had his greatest of games. But when he was called upon, he got the job done. That finish that he had for the second goal, that was the same sort of finishes he was putting in the back of net when Unai Emery was his manager. And when he was being played through as the number 9. That is... He's got a lot of great qualities, but his finishing, he's got a striker's finish. That was a striker's finish that we saw to literally, well, the tie ended up for me when after like the 75th minute. Saka, Starboy. Listen, the penalty, bruv. Next time you play a big team, just put it in the corner. Don't do a Panenka ever again, mate, please. Not in a pressure cooker situation, okay? Because if he scores that tie's dead. That tie is completely and utterly dead. And then we move on to, Odegaard. If any of you mandem ever got the chance to see my watch along, especially the first half, I turned the airways blue. That B-Tech Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys needs to fuck off expeditiously. He can't play a forward pass. Bro, how many times did we see him not play any forward passes? There was a great opportunity. We had like 3 or 4 counterattacks during that game. He could have played a brilliantly through ball. Twice to Martinelli. Once to Saka and once through to Moreno. And he decided to either pass it sideways or completely underhits it. The best one was Martinelli on that left-hand side. He was running off his fullback. All Odegaard had to do was pass it diagonally in front of him so he could come off and he could actually beat his fullback. He played it in behind him! It's a fucking idiot, man! Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Bro,
hey, have you seen
seriously,
the stats for Odegaard's game? And oh my days.
Seriously, that midfield against PSG in the first leg, that midfield 3, that needs to be Rice playing in the 6 because we know Partey suspended, we know Jorginho's out injured. Partey in the 6. I want Lewis Skelly playing on the left side of the 8, and I want Zinchenko playing in the 10. That is the midfield that I want to see against PSG, and you put Kieran Tierney at left back. You solidify that left back position. Then we have a chance of actually getting maybe a win against PSG in that first leg. But that's the end of my rant on that piece of shit, right? As for the rest of the team and for Arteta as well, pray for Madrid. Pray for Madrid. That was a world-class display from everyone bar you know who. And now I'll let everyone have their say.
Now let me get Rashika. Let's get everyone to have their say. But I agree with everything he said, and I get the frustration with Odegaard, bro, because it's beyond perfect.
Raise your glasses. Raise your glasses, man. Then.
Raise your Maggies, but I had to go to the shop, bro, and get a Maggie, 2 Maggies, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this stream about
man. Them in the chat. Raise your glasses.
I got a glass of water here.
If it's water, if it's Maggie, if it's a juice, anything. Raise a glass.
I said raise a glass, you know.
This moment will ever happen again, maybe in another 20 years. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment.
For the amount of Magnums Northside drinks, he might not see another 20 years.
Thank you. I wanted to thank the Almighty, you know.
Of course.
Because it's I did not expect that. I want to thank the staff, you know, whoever's working on the defensive, you know, kind of like the defensive part of what Arsenal do. We need to thank them because they've been doing a great job. I'll be real, that is an amazing job what they did, because to just stop and to nullify Rodrigo and Vinny and Mbappe like that is not easy, bro. I don't care what you say. It is not easy. Yes, we thrive against clear teams that play a high line, but not like that. Not like that. That is not normal what happened today. What happened last game, I wouldn't want to think that it was Arteta last game. I would think that it was more individual performance, but that's my opinion. But today, I think it was him and whoever works with the defensive aspect of Arsenal, bro. Timber, solid as always, man. Raya, solid, man. Saliba was bossing it until he made that mistake. I don't know how he didn't know that Kivio, that Vinny was behind him. Madness, bro. Kivio. I wanted to talk about Kivio, bro. I don't rate Kivio. I don't like him. I don't like his face. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he worries me, you know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like that is a face of a defender. But, bro, I'll be honest, he did well today. Somehow, some way, he did well today. So you, man, can't tell me now that Gabriel without Saliba, well, Saliba without Gabriel is not the same. Saliba, man. Other way, look, if Gabriel was there, it would be a different story, but we're not going to talk about that, bro. We need to keep Saliba at all costs, people. Skelly, bossing it, 18-year-old. Madness. Doing stuff that Odegaard doesn't do. Do you know what I'm saying? Doing stuff that Calafiore wouldn't do. Doing stuff that Zachenko wouldn't do. All these left-back scrubs that we spent 200 million on wouldn't do. Do you know what I'm saying? Rice, bossing it, bro. I don't know what he does, but what he does, he just does it well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he does. He just runs around, just breaks everything. You know what I'm saying? Destroys everything. I love it, bro. Partey, Uncle Partey bossed it, bro. He lost it today. It's rare where you see Uncle Partey lose it, but I'll be honest, man. Anybody could lose it with Rudiger. He's a piece of shit, man. But Odegaard, he is in it. He's a prick. Like Rudiger's a prick. But you get me? Yeah. I wasn't surprised that he lost it. I mean, Odegaard did absolutely nothing. I don't know why he bothered to even change and wear the kit. Do you know what I'm saying? He could have just. I think he could just go home. What was he doing anyway? Did he sweat? Nothing happened to his whole kit. No. You see how what's his name? Jude was all. Do you know what I'm saying? He had mud on his shirt, on his shorts, and do you know what I'm saying? I think Odegaard was clean. He could go. He doesn't need to shower. Basically, he doesn't need to shower. What's his name? Martinelli, didn't see him the whole game, but when I saw him, he took his chance. That was a number 9 kind of run, by the way. That's a striker run. The way he ran and the way he put his body at the end, that's either a penalty or red card. All the strikers in the chat know that, yeah? All the strikers in the chat know that. Saka, I think Saka. Look, man, Saka. I'll rate you. You're a great player. You're good. You're a very good player. But like Panenka's like for not now. Leave it for like give it another couple of years. You need to be more experienced. You need to be more.
Yeah, for the Benzemas of the
I'll be
world,
real.
bro. Carry boy Benzema.
Come
That's
on, man.
who does the Panenkas and that. You know, bro. You know.
And it's not a bias thing, by the way, guys. I know you're gonna be like, oh, he's Algerian. He's gonna do the bias thing. No, because Zinedine Zidane did it when he was 32. Benzema did it when he was 32. It was experience, bro. You can't be just doing it, bro. And that's Courtois. You think you could just disrespect Courtois like that? Like, come on, man. Get me? But he did disrespect him at the end with the chip. But big up to him, man. I don't think he did well, but he did all right. He did all right. Moreno, our best striker. Our best striker. We've got strikers 50 million, 65 million. Why? That guy's 30 million. Why would you spend 110 on those scrubs? Get me a baller for 110 and keep that guy as a striker. That guy doesn't get injured. I bet he shouldn't get injured. He's 6'4". He shouldn't get injured, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest. Today he did well. Two assists. I'm buzzing, bro. How exactly? That's another one. How? I don't know. There you go. Big up to the guy that was celebrating right now, bro. It's a celebration night today. Look, man, how Moreno did it or does it, I don't know, bro. You can't ask me that. You can't ask me how Moreno does what he does. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't see him as a striker today. I didn't see him as a striker. He wasn't in the box at any point of the game. Was he in the box? Did he really? But it doesn't matter, bro. What matters is the win. You know what I'm saying? We take it, we move on. We go to the semi-finals. But big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone. Enjoy this night, bro, because these nights don't happen that often. Trust me, bro. I've been Arsenal supporter for a long, long time, bro. It's gone blood, sweat, tears. You know what I'm saying? Anger, money. Like I don't want to. That's it for me. And I'm out. I digress.
No, I hear it, man. Big up, man. Every single time, bro. Like, this is the thing, man. Like, this is all we want, man. When people want to ask us, like, what we want, bro, when we get what we want, which is winning major, well, we ain't won major honor, but we're winning big games and we're taking these competitions seriously, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. When we say, yo, take the league serious, yeah, when we was 8 points clear, yeah, we didn't win it. But when we're like, yo, go for it, everybody was happy, innit? Like, our standards make everyone happy. The whole trust the journey shit only makes them lot happy, innit? Like, just go out there and do what needs to be done. I think the players deserve a lot of props, man. Like, mentally as well, yeah. I do feel like they've matured. Does that mean that bridges the gap in terms of the quality that we still need? I'm not totally convinced. And like I said, once again, it was another game where Plan A worked. We didn't really need to change much. We weathered the storm of Real Madrid when Vinny and Mbappe, straight from the first minute, they were coming at us and being very direct. We weathered that storm. They were attacking, everything that they were attacking us from was down their left-hand side. Our right-hand side was getting attacked. We weathered the storm. We didn't concede any goals. We wasn't shaken by the penalty missed by Saka. We wasn't shaken by the decision that Declan Rice almost gave us a penalty. Mentally, they have matured. I can say that. They have matured as to what we used to be. You know, we don't seem as shaken as we was against Bayern Munich last season. But is it enough? Is it enough of a growth for us to go out there and win the Champions League? I'm still not too sure. Mason, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? You gotta be happy today, Macy. You gotta be happy today, huh?
Yeah, I'm very happy, Northside. I mean, like,
you don't seem happy.
I'm
sorry. I just did it, bro. I love you, Macy. Though. I love you, Macy. I love you, Macy. You know what? I'm sorry.
I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's a yellow card.
Hear me out. Just hear me out, people, my friends.
That's a yellow for Rashid. Yellow card.
My bad.
I accept that we played very well today. I mean, we gave Real Madrid a very good lesson as to why, like years ago, Ivan Gazidis said that we moved to the Emirates to compete with Real Madrid. And fast forward to this season, we are starting to compete like Real Madrid. I mean, we absolutely like toyed with them. And even though like there are there are a couple of players that I need to big up and say they played very well. Miles Lewis Skelly, for me, like he absolutely ran that left-hand side. I mean, he is such a talent. He's a talented future kid, and I've got some high hopes for him this season. I hopefully he can really make the next level up to the future, because like we need to get behind this kid. We need to like mold him into a main eventer, and we need to try and like turn him into a pro. Kivior, I mean, I've been getting on his case for many weeks now, but today he really stepped his game today, and big up to him. I mean, I've been cussing him. I've been saying he looks like the Polish Homer Simpson, but he really showed exactly what it means to play in this important match for us. And big up to him. Big up to Saliba, even though he was at fault for that goal when Vinny scored, but he really started to he really still made an impression with his strong tackle on Kylian Mbappe, and the fact that he was controlling that defense with Kivior. And this whole thing with Saliba and Gabriel, this whole thing is a ruse now. Now we're starting to see Kivior and Saliba work as a pair. So that is good news. Yuri Timber, I will give him my man of the match because he absolutely ran that right-hand side superbly well. I mean, he's absolutely taken to Arsenal to another level too, ever since the injury. But really, this season, he's really become one of my favorite right backs. And today, he really put Vinicius Jr. out of his misery. I mean, Vinicius didn't do nothing apart from score. I mean, I'm telling you, Vinny's a scrub now because all this high hopes of him being a future star for Real Madrid. I'm sorry, this is all just it's all just a bunch of crap. But midfield, Thomas Partey, big up to him for that performance at midfield, but he's suspended for the game against PSG, and that is a huge worry for us now. PSG next game is going to be tricky. They haven't lost a game in 2025, and the players that they have got is much, much scarier than Real Madrid squad. So Mikel Arteta
2025.
Huh?
They have lost games in 2025.
What? When?
Last game against Villa, they lost.
Yeah, but they still went through, and
but that's the thing. But they have lost games.
Oh right, yeah. So Villa did beat them 3-2. Yeah, you're right, Omar. Big up to you.
And so did Liverpool as well.
Yeah, but PSG, they can still give us a bit of a scary lesson as to why this Champions League journey is going to get even sticky for us. But we shall see what happens, because the only way now to ensure that this season is our season is that Champions League. Can we do it? Maybe not, because we still have a long way to go, but I still don't have faith in this team winning the Champions League. But I mean, let's see what happens to PSG on the 29th of April. But Martin Odegaard, for me, the fact that you stank the whole place out today, and the fact that you didn't even do nothing for us, that absolutely shows the mentality that you are no captain. You are just a passion merchant. So what Arteta needs to do now is put Odegaard on the bench for the whole season and wait until the summer to ship him off to wherever he came from, take the captaincy off of him and give it to Declan Rice, because if anyone deserves that captaincy, it's Declan Rice, because he absolutely showed our captain what it is to play as a proper midfielder. He bossed the whole game today, Declan Rice, and he looked absolutely.
Oh, what happened to Macy? Hey, they got him, They're like, yo, we can't have Macy being
said Macy stinker and cooked.
Yo,
Mutants got to him, brother.
Top Gooners are like, get him, bro.
Right.
Macy, they don't want to see you smiling, bro. They don't want to see you winning.
It's okay, bro. Hear me out. I'm happy we won today. Bukayo Saka, when he missed that penalty, I was like, oh my gosh, here we are again. I think Real Madrid can absolutely destroy us now. But we hanged on for dear life, and Saka, he really made amends for that penalty miss by scoring that incredible goal. Like, he's really like come back into the team, and he's really turned our squad around since that long-term injury. So big up to him. Let's see how he carries it on now. Mikel Moreno, I obviously have a bit, like, I do cuss him sometimes, like the fact that he doesn't do nothing, but today he really did something, and big up to him. Like, he really showed exactly like on why we don't miss Kai Havertz as striker. Like, from now on, we should like put him as our striker for this season and next season, because like Kai Havertz, for me, like, he ain't the solution for us up front. And Gabriel Martinelli, another incredible performance from him. I've been on his case too, and today he really stepped it up, and he really showed like he really like bossed that left-hand side with against Lucas Vasquez. And did you see Lucas Vasquez? He was crying. I've never seen him cry before. Like,
They can cry, man. Cry. The absolute.
Because he's out of the team next season.
Yeah, and
That's why he was crying.
And he's their worst fullback.
Guys,
And he's their worst
during the
fullback.
match, I saw
No,
Carlo
wow.
Ancelotti's expression. He was thinking to himself, I think this is the end for me now. I think my time is done. I've done everything I can for Real Madrid. So all I have to do is see the end of the season, and hopefully I will be gone by the end of it. And I've had an incredible journey with Real Madrid, but the time has come for me to step down and let somebody else take over. And Mikel Arteta today, he really schooled Carlo Ancelotti, and big up to him as well. But can we keep that form in the Champions League going? We shall see, because PSG on the 29th of April, it's another hard game, and also if we do beat PSG, we're not going to win the final, because we've got Inter Milan or Barcelona. One of those two teams, they will absolutely destroy us. And I still think we can go to the final, but I'm not confident we can win the whole thing.
No, I hear that, Macy. Big up, Macy, man. And big up to Lee as well for the raid. Everyone that's joined in from Lee. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Big up to everyone that's locked in. And big up to Drew Collins as well. Become a member. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that does want to become a member, it's up to you. I'm not going to force any memberships on anyone, but the option is there. Big up to you, man. And I appreciate the support to the channel. And yeah, man, listen. We're gonna go to Natstar. We'll go to Omar at the end, because obviously that's the team that we could potentially face, and that's the team that's obviously is gonna have Inter Milan. You know what I mean, in the next round. So
Internationale.
Internationale. We'll get into that. You know what I'm saying? So Omar, you will have your say, but we're gonna go to Natstar. Then we're gonna go to AJ. I mean, Natstar, today, bro, I can't lie. Listen, we've questioned the mentality of this team. We've questioned the mentality of Arteta. We've questioned his lineups. We've questioned his tactics. We've questioned if this team is learned from, you know, the horror show that we had against Bayern Munich last season. And not saying that everything has been answered, but there definitely has been some progression. Why is it taking this long, bro, for us to see this? How come we couldn't have replicated this kind of form or performances in the cups, or even maybe in the league? You know, for all the praise we give today, where's this been all season? You know what I mean? Even the way that we're not the greatest at transition and counterattacks, but we've been better defensively, better in the midfield, better up front. You know what I mean? In the last couple of weeks, where's this come from, Natstar, bro? Because we've been waiting for this all season.
Well, I reckon it's down to the players, and this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to get the negatives out of the way. You know, starters I mean to go on, yeah. You know, build it up. You know, kind of like what Arsenal did over the two legs. Built it up, best believe that. So, woe to God, Gibraltar God. I'm nicking a living God. I don't have a Scooby-Doo what to fucking do at the Bernabeu God. All right, all the guards you can think of, yeah, best believe that, right? What the fuck was that? Like, really and truly, what are you doing? What are you doing? We get a penalty. You could debate whether it was or not. Holds the ball for about a minute or so. Then he sees all the Madristas behind the goal, Courtois, 9 foot, and all of that. Decides to pass it to Saka. And then Saka does a Panenka to the side. What the fuck are you doing? If you're ever going to Panenka it, always down the middle. It's called a Panenka for a reason. Do your history, do your homework, do your research, man. Come on. But less of that. Anyway, moving on. I tell you what, yeah. Saka, fair fucking play. Fair fuck, because we've seen him miss penalties before in big games. Obviously, the Euros final. And then had to deal with that racismo and all that other bullshit, yeah? Missed the penalty against West Ham when we were going for the league. Was it was that the 8-point season? Couple of seasons.
It was the
ago?
8-point season.
Yeah. I thought it was the 8 points. Yeah. Again, crucial penalty. And now this one. It was a shocker. However, credit where credit's due, man. Marino. That pass, it wasn't just the direction, the weight of pass, bro. The weight of pass. And then Bukayo Saka, Peter Dinklage, bruv, over big bad boy Courtois. And then giving it the shoosh. The only thing he didn't do was go round the behind the goal, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like our guy TT, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? 1-0. I remember that. Even though I was 11, fuck it. I remember them times. They were great times.
He's probably got some shame in it because we ain't won it yet. So
look, I hear that. No, but this is what I'm saying. Big up.
Guys, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm actually watching Dave's reaction, bro. He's actually beefing with people on actually.
We're reacting to that tomorrow. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. We're reacting to that tomorrow.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that,
Bro, that's how you know his head is gone.
Brother.
That's how you know his head is gone.
Brother. I'll get there. Don't worry.
Oh my God, you know.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Saka. Yeah.
Bro, listen, my match reaction is currently live right now on my channel, so don't worry. I'm actually.
Yeah. He could have easily folded.
Why my brother? You know.
He could have easily folded. Yeah, but to step up like that, brilliant. You know, we controlled the game. You know, in certain parts, obviously the first 15 minutes, it was all Real Madrid because obviously they had the incentive. But man like Deckers, bruv. Big up Declan Rice, baby, and all of that, bruv. All of that. The first time was nice. He had to do it twice. Do you know what I'm saying? Great fucking performance. You know, like, he was an absolute shithouse tonight. Absolute shithouse. But we're here for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Defensively, playing the simple passes. He was playing more forward passes, along with Mikel Merino, I'll get to him in a sec, than fucking Odegaard, bruv. We are seeing what we are seeing. And even top gooners are getting to the point that they've had enough of Odegaard, from what I'm hearing anyway. We'll get to that later as well. Don't worry. We'll get there. We will be there. More than you believe. But anyway, Mikel Merino, for me, if it wasn't for Declan Rice's worldie, because he's my man of the match, he would have been a close second for me. Because I don't think Merino did much wrong tonight. He, you know, played the simple passes. You know, everyone was a bit shaky in the first 15, 20 minutes, but that was expected. We knew Real Madrid were going to go all guns blazing and all of that. But in the second half, he stepped up. A lot of them players stepped up. Martinelli. And not even just the goal at the end, but, you know, driving forward, you know, trying to keep the ball in their half, playing the territory game. Like I used to play rugby. It was all about the territory, innit? Just keep them in their half, keep the pressure on and all of that. And in this game, we pretty much did that. I mean, Guns is talking about we got rugby players in it. Look, if you got rugby players, you play the territory game. I know this better than anyone on here, bruv. Trust me, best believe that. Play the territory game. And Martinelli did that today. Saka in parts as well. I thought he could have taken on Alaba a bit more after he got that yellow card before he got subbed off. But look, it is what it is. No complaints from me. Kivior, I don't like that guy. Like Rashid, I don't rate that guy. But fair play, you know. He did well. He did very well. Saliba, doing a little bit of Agent Saliba, trying to fucking, you know, like stamp his mark, innit? Like mark his territory. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, but other than that blunder, you know, had Kylian Mbappe in his pocket and all of that, you know, and Timber did well. Miles Lewis-Skelly, balling out. This is why he shouldn't play at left back. Play him in midfield, bruv. And now that Partey's out for the home leg against PSG, which will be the first leg, I believe, he has to be in midfield, bruv. I do not want to see Odegaard, but we know what this manager's like. Club captain has to be in there. Bollocks. That could cost us. But anyway, David Raya did what he had to do, apart from that blunder. Fair enough. Now, I want to mention this as well, guys. Jude Bellingham. Can we end this fucking? He's a baller. You know, he's Zizou reincarnated. Get the fuck out of here, man, with that bullshit. With that Bulgaria. Do you know what I'm
we
saying?
never see
Zizou.
Lewis Skelly had him on toast tonight. Lewis Skelly had him on toast tonight.
He was better in the first leg. Vinny Jr., man. Vinny loser, bruv. Like, what are we doing here? Like, he did nothing. Kylian Mbappe, look, I know he came off injured, nasty injury and all of that with his ankle, but again, better than Vinny, didn't do enough. Rodrigo, nullified. I rate Rodrigo highly, yeah? Best believe I rate Rodrigo highly. But again, both legs, not impressed. Nullified, it is what it is. Valverde, in my opinion, was probably their best player. And this is why you can't take him out of midfield, bruv. The energy he gives, you know, applying that pressure is just next level, guys.
They missed
next level.
Camavinga. I think they missed Camavinga tonight.
In a way, they did. Rudiger, we know what Rudiger is. He's a prick. He's a shithouse. He's a dickhead. All of that. We know what he is. Asensio tried to do what he could, but you know, and then you got captain crybaby Lucas Vasquez and all of that. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, you weren't that good anyway. You know, you were filling in for Carvajal because he's got an ACL. Eder Militao the same and all of that. You know, and then David Alaba got his yellow card. Wasn't too bad, but he weren't great.
Do you think Vasquez had Martinelli in his pocket? Because I do.
Nah.
Ain't nobody seen Martinelli today.
Right, man.
Yeah, I think he was. I don't think Lucas Vasquez did enough either defensively, definitely not offensively. I think one ball he played in the first half, one ball that he hit on the volley first time. That was the best thing that he'd done the whole game. Other than that, I weren't impressed because Martinelli wasn't amazing, but when he needed to step up, best believe he stepped up, bro. Best believe.
It was effective, yeah. I think it was effective.
Very effective.
I don't think it was like a world-class performance from Martinelli, but he was stretching the play and he was hitting them on the counter. So I felt like he was effective. It wasn't an amazing performance from him.
He had one shot,
Huh?
He had one shot. You know that, right?
That was all he took.
Yeah, but that's why he's a striker, bruv. One shot,
I think
and he takes it.
Sorry, two.
Or two, yeah. But the one that he needed to take,
he was
took,
okay,
bruv.
bro. I think he was okay. I don't think he was that bad. I didn't think he was amazing. Like, I don't think he was as good as Moreno. I don't think he was as good as Rice. I don't think he was as good as Partey. I feel like those players played better than him. I don't think he was as good as Kivior, but I think he was okay. I think it was okay. I didn't think it was an incredible performance from him. I think I kind of like Timber. Like, Timber was decent, but Timber, bro, like in the first half, there was situations where Timber was getting cooked, bro. That our right-hand side was getting cooked, bro. Vinny was on it. The thing is, we had so many defenders that Vinny couldn't get around all the defenders, but he lost him. And that goal that was ruled offside by Mbappe, that come from Timber. Timber got cooked for that. And then Vinny crossed it in, and then Mbappe was offside and he hit it in. So, like, Timber was good, and then he bounced back after that. Like, it wasn't the most amazing performance, but it was a good performance. I don't know. Personally, I think it was.
I'll end on this Northside before you go to AJ and the others. Yeah. Big up, Mikel Arteta. I'll spare you with the Lego head tonight. I'll spare you with that just for tonight. And if you win the Champions League, I'll stop calling you that forever. Forever. That. I can promise you that, and I keep my promises. I'm a man that keeps my promises. Best believe that. So well done, Mikel Arteta. I was more impressed with tonight than the first leg, yeah, because the first leg was more down to the players. I think this leg, I think the manager kind of dealt with it and managed it slightly better. But for me, it's always down to the players ultimately. Do you know what I'm saying? But still, big up Mikel Arteta, especially for this performance tonight. And yeah, roll on PSG, innit? And I'll leave it at that.
I hear that. Before I get AJ, I know Static's on limited time, so let me just get Static. Static, what are you saying, man? Long time no see.
Big up Static.
You know what I'm saying? What are you telling me,
brothers.
bro? Good, yeah?
Yeah, man. It's good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Right now, you're chilling right now. You're looking at that guy that sings day and night. I just What are you telling me? You're chilling, bro. Wait, we're good today. No toxic negativity today, bro.
Bro, like I said, this is all I've wanted as an Arsenal fan. This is all I ever wanted, man. and we've had many conversations for years, Northside, about this is what we want, just to be proven wrong, and just Arsenal, just get it, just prove me wrong. It's that simple. I just want to say, yeah, and unfortunately, I do have limited time because I'm literally down to my like 5%. So yes, I'll be as quick as I can so that everyone can talk. Oh, boys, I've waited 16 very long years for this, just for another semi-final appearance. Well done to the players, the coaching staff, and yes, you as well, Arteta, who I absolutely hate the most. We thoroughly deserved it, and yeah, well done to all the players. I do have to say, Odegaard, yeah, you tried, but I'm sorry, bro. You're not the captain of Arsenal Football Club. I don't want to see you starting for this team anymore. I want to see Ethan starting from now on, and you can sit on the bench and rot there until, well, you can leave the club at the end of the season. But look, I'm not going to be bitter because, like I said, I'm too happy with just the fact that we actually won against the defending European champions Real Madrid, home and away. And like I said to you before several hours ago, Northside, I was absolutely nervous going to this game because, like I said, I know we were 3-0 up, but I was still nervous, man, because last 20 years I've been there, I've done that, even the Champions League final, and just, all that pain, there's so much pain. So it's just such a relief. That's why I probably sound very relaxed right now, because it's just all that huge weight lift off my shoulders, So, but yeah, look, again, I just want to say well done again to the players, to the coach staff, and yes, to Arteta as well. We thoroughly deserved it. And yeah, bring on PSG and Arsenal. You better get your butts into the final. I swear to God, no more, no excuses. I want to see you guys in Munich in the final. And yeah, that's it from me. And panel, big love and respect to each and every one of you. Have a good show. And yeah, I'm out. Northside, I'll see you later.
Big up, man. My G, every single time. Big up the style.
Boom, mic dropped.
Big up. AJ, go on, have your say, and then we're going to get Omar in for his Barca analysis and his thoughts of this game. We saying AJ, man. You happy today?
Later, boys.
There's big up style.
I'm all shocked because when I saw Real Madrid in the draw, I was thinking, hey, if we're gonna lose, at least lose with dignity. But then I saw us do what we done in the first leg, and I was like, okay, that was a shock, a wonderful one. Now the second leg, because the first leg was football, physically, technically, we were much better. It was up here, mentally. They exceeded my expectations, because I said that Real Madrid were physically fragile but mentally strong, and we were physically strong but mentally fragile. They've shown that they've moved to an extent beyond it, and that's something that I could genuinely give credit for. Arteta deserves credit for how he handled the second leg. Moreno is my man of the match personally, because he was unreal in the first leg and even better in the second leg. Saka done what he needed to do. Martinelli stepped up when he needed to. Yeah, for everyone else was great. But as far as Odegaard, you see Odegaard, he's one of them guys that goes to the gym but don't work out. That's just what he does.
You just see him by the vending machine.
I just put the headphones on. You know what I mean? Like Carl.
He like them things. You know them
He's on the bike, innit? He's doing all of this, bruv, like trying to do the CrossFit, like get the miles in and all of that, bruv.
Yo, you man using them the 20 kg bars and that. You man using it.
You know them things that go to the gym and they're just taking pictures and then they leave. They do it in like 10 minutes, 15, they're done.
One little picture. And then man's looking at the girls and that. You know what I mean?
No, I don't gym. I drink too much banana milkshake.
He's one of them nonnies. He's one of them nonnies that go to the red light district, but they're blind. That's how the game works.
Oh my god.
No. You know what? Everyone else was sick. And as far as how everyone's feeling, bro, this is genuine joy. I'm not used to this. I'm used to being half asleep when I'm on Northside's channel, man. Half asleep is default settings for me, especially when it comes to these lot. This is joy. This is happiness. This is me smiling. I'm not smiling like this about Arsenal. I smile about this when it comes to other things in life. But for the first time in about 10 years, these men haven't embarrassed me when it matters most. But now, PSG. Partey was on my way to be man of the match until he done what he done and got himself suspended. But the saving grace is the first legs at home. So that helps a bit. Because if the first leg was in Paris, Paris without Partey would be looking peak right now. But yeah, what one for Real Madrid, man. Especially Vinny Jr., man. That Morrison's Martinelli got locked up properly. And as for Bellingham, oh my days, man. BLM McTominay, he's useless.
The whole team's unbalanced, bro. Like only Valverde can really create. Tchouaméni, he more wants to sit and recover the ball. But Bellingham, like he's all right doing it's like Bellingham's either good at getting involved in winning the ball back, but on the transition, he leaves a lot to be desired. Can't really beat.
Tchouaméni was playing centre back towards the end of the game as well, as soon as Alaba came off and all of that.
Bro, Bellingham, yeah, for me, he either defends well or he just gets into the box and does that he's like a final box player. Do you know what I mean? Where he wants to get on the end of it. Other than that, yeah, all the work in between and creating opportunities, I don't see him creating anything. Do not see
you know what Bellingham is, Northside, yeah? Bellingham is a spicy Frank Lampard without the fundamentals. That is exactly what he is. He's a spicy Frank Lampard, bruv. Like, because he's trying to get the goals, he's trying to get the box.
But Frank Lampard could dribble. He could pass. He could pick a pass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Bellingham don't have the fundamentals.
He shouldn't be the number 10.
That's the thing. Like, that's an offense to Frank Lampard, yeah, because Frank Lampard had the essentials. Bellingham doesn't even have the essentials.
There you go.
Literally, all he does, yeah, either use his physicality, yeah, to win the ball back, and then as soon as he gets the ball back, he's slow on the half turn. His first touch is poor. He's slow on the half turn. He can't pick a pass. He doesn't have the vision. Doesn't have the passing ability. Like literally, this guy just crashes the box here and waits for the last pass and then heads it in. That's the only thing. If he's not doing that, he's not affecting anything in the game. And then you got Tchouaméni that's just as limited, and then Valverde is trying to create something with two static midfielders. And then you got Mbappe, yeah, that unless he's got space in behind, he's ineffective. Without space in behind, he's ineffective. Mbappe, yeah, is basically just a French Rashford, bro. He's a French Rashford. That's what he is. If he's got space here, he'll leg it because he looks like a fucking gazelle, bro. The back of his head looks like a gazelle, bro. You know, like one of the gazelles from Lion King. You know what I mean? When they're doing with the hyenas. Yeah, bro. Bro, talk Mbappe today, bro. He looked like one of the hyenas from Scar in Lion King, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
But Bellingham, his mom told him. Stay away from the Insta girls. Bro, listen, that's what's happening.
He at Chris Eubank, bro. That's what he looks like. But he looks like Eubank's son, bro. About to get like Chris Eubank Senior. Do you know what I'm saying? With a bald head.
He shouldn't be the number 10, North. Rubbish. He should be the number 8. This is what should have happened. They should have put either Diaz or Gula as a number 10 because you can't open our block with what's his name? Jude Bellingham as the number 10. He should have been the number 8. And then just put Valverde as the number 6. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can't play Jude Bellingham as a number 10 and hope to open up our low block. But I don't know. That's just me, bro.
Jude Bellingham get on the pitch today. He didn't even get on the pitch tonight. Like it is what it is, bro.
Maybe Diaz can do that job, bro. Number 10. Yeah, he's got a bit of tech. Yeah. He's got a bit of, you know what I'm saying, an eye. You know what I'm saying? You need to, bro. People don't know. To be a number 10, you need to know how to open up defenses, even if they're low block, even if they're 10 man there. You need to see a pass. Do you know what I'm saying? Through the eye of a needle. That's the whole point of being a number 10. That's why everybody bigs up a number 10. Because it's one of the hardest job in the game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Anybody's a number 10 right now. Like Jude is a number 10. Come on, are we joking? Like Odegaard's a number 10. You get me? It's mad.
Let me restart and I'm going to get Omar because Omar's been waiting patiently. I want to get his thoughts as well. Let me just restart. Hold on, let me refresh. Sorry, not restart.
Technology.
StreamYard, man. Sort this out, man. I mean, StreamYard. Flipping Talk Studio, man. Sort this out, man. This is annoying, bro. When it flipping does that, everyone gets kicked out. But like I was saying, Omar, let's go to you, man. You've been waiting patiently, letting everybody have their say. Obviously, I see you. You know what I'm saying? You're bare happy right now. I can see that big smile on your face. Real Madrid are out of the Champions League. You guys are through. What do you make of this game? And then what do you make of your game against Dortmund, allowing their striker to get a hat trick? What do you make of this game first and foremost?
I mean, I mean, where do I start, guys? I guess. Oh, you know what? This is where I will start. We're gonna give a moment of silence to Real Madrid's hopes and dreams of retaining the Champions League. Let's give them a moment of silence. Let's give them a moment of silence for the failed remontada. I mean, that's what they've been saying all week, right? This is Champions League. This is Real Madrid in the Champions League. If anyone can do the comeback, it's going to be Real Madrid. That's what we heard. And yeah, listen, at the end of the day, what can I say, man? I tell you what I'm going to say. Hold that, you Madrid crybaby pussies. Every single one of you Madridistas who sit there and always, put me on full screen. Put me on full screen. Hold that, you Madrid pussios. All of you Madridistas with your smug look on your faces earlier this season when you brought in Mbappe, thinking you were going to dominate Europe. We had A9 skills sitting there saying, not if Mbappe arrives at Real Madrid, not only Barcelona needs to be awarded, the whole of Europe needs to be awarded. Well, A9 skills, what are you saying to me now? Because it seems to me that you just got battered by Arsenal, right? It's funny because the last few years, all I've ever heard from Madrid fans is, yeah, let's see how Real Madrid will do it. Let's see how Arsenal do against Real Madrid now. No, at least in the last time you guys played them about 19 years ago, you guys actually got a draw in one of the ties. You guys couldn't even get a draw in your own backyard. You couldn't even muster a shot on target. You needed 3 goals in your home end. You could not even muster a shot on target in your own backyard, bro. You're not even comfortable in your own ends, bruv. You're not even comfortable in your own ends, bruv. You guys got cooked. Bro, the first time you guys had a shot on target was literally given to you by their own defender. Have some shame, bro. Have some shame. And listen, at the end of the day, man, we love to see it. We love to see it because here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, a lot of Arsenal fans didn't believe. I believed. I was the only one outside who believed. I told people, I was like, listen, this Madrid team can be gettable, especially right now. They are a gettable team. It's just the people, they're so scared of the Madrid aura. Where was the Madrid aura today? Where was the Bernabeu aura, man? I didn't feel it today. Where was Bellingham? Where was Jude Smellingham today? Where was Fictitious Jr.? Where was Kylian Mbappe today? Where was he? Where was the Mutant Ninja Turtles today? Where was everybody, man? Like, at the end of the day, Ancelotti, man, listen, we love to see it. Yeah, and we had Rashid sitting there talking about, oh, he should have played Gula and Brahim. If you know Ancelotti, you know he's not that forward thinking. He is not a forward thinking manager like that. But at the end of the day, man, Madrid can hold that. And listen, man, I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks, man. I will see you guys in the Copa del Rey final. And if you think what Arsenal did to you, if you think the last few games when I put 5 past your head top and 4, no. I'm going for 6 this time. Bro, I want double figures this season against Real Madrid. Okay? And Kylian Mbappe is off. Listen, man, it doesn't matter. Maybe they might actually improve without Mbappe. Who knows? But we love to see it, man. Real Madrid, you guys can hold. You guys can hold the biggest L. Hold this L and go home and chill. Okay? Every single one of you Madrid frauds, including man like Dave. I know he's sitting there crashing out, fighting his own fans. Who cares? We love to see it. Right? Big up to my guy, Football Carnage. You can also hold that. Faisal, hold that. All of you Madridistas, every single one of you guys, hold that. My first year on YouTube, you guys thought you were going to cook me. You thought you were going to cook me, you know? You can't cook me, brother. Okay? I am uncookable. Go and look at my track record in my channel this season. Go look at my track record of hate along for Real Madrid. Bro, let me tell you something, Northside, and every single Arsenal fan in there, bro. You guys won the moment I decided to put on my channel today and said I was doing a hate along. Because every time Omar does a hate along, Real Madrid lose. You don't believe me, bro? Go to my channel. And if you're new, go subscribe. Go look at all of the Madrid hate alongs I've done this season. I've only done 3 games where they've actually won. Every other hate along I've done, they've lost. That's right. I am the true judge. I am the judge to this club, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And today, when I turn on my hit watch, I said, you know what, bro? I can feel it in the air, bro. I can feel it. I'm going to be celebrating at the end of my stream today. And guess what, man? I celebrated, man. I celebrated. I'm in the semifinals, bro. I don't care what anyone says. I'm in the semifinal. I'm on the road to the Champions League final, bro. Do not play with me. But you Madridistas can hold that. You guys can absolutely hold this fat L, okay? Talking about Vinicius. Where was Vinicius today? Yeah, you scored the goal. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. You scored a goal today. Congratulations. Where was Kylian Mbappe? It seems that the grass is not always greener on the other side now, is it, Kylian? Because your other team is in the Champions League semifinals. Who's playing Arsenal in the semifinals? Wow, it's crazy how PSG have actually become one of the best teams in Europe the moment you walked out the door. It's as if you were the problem. I wonder why. And Rodrigo, bro, you were bummed today. Listen, the only player today in that Real Madrid team that can live with any kinds of ounce of credibility is Valverde. And I always knew Valverde was your best player. And he just proved it today. All of the rest of your players are bums. And we love to see it, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I hope you guys lose this weekend so that I can wrap up the league before I play you guys in the El Clasico, bro. Because at the end of the day, we want to see a trophy-less season, ladies and gentlemen. But you Madridistas hold that. And I'm going to be smoking on this Madrid pack. Trust me, I'm going to be smoking on this Madrid pack next 2 weeks until El Clasico. I'm going to smoke another Madrid pack. When we play you guys in the league, I'll be smoking another Madrid pack. And when I see you guys in the Copa del Rey final, when I win my second trophy of the season, bro, we're going to be smoking on that Madrid pack. Northside, my rant is absolutely over, man. Big up.
There you go. Listen, panel. Listen, we got to give that a round of applause, man. We got to give that a round of applause.
Facts, bro. Facts.
And that's the bottom line, because Omar said so.
There you go. Thank you. I should have finished it with that.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I'm saying? So we're here, Omar. You know what I'm saying? If we face you lot, yeah, yo, relax. Remember this.
Listen, man, it's all good. Listen, Champions League final, bro. Barcelona versus Real. It's in the stars, man. Last time you guys beat Real Madrid, you picked us in the final. Just saying, bro. Last time you guys won against Madrid, who did you guys see in the final? You saw me, bro. Just saying, man. It could literally be. This would have been better if it was next year because it would have been the 20-year anniversary of the.
And that was 19. And then that was 19 years ago, and our scars have still not fucking healed.
Hey, listen, man. All I've heard for the past 19 years is that we robbed you guys of a Champions League. So I'm just saying, if we beat
at
you
least
guys,
someone's honest. At least someone's honest.
Facts.
That's all.
That Champions League was ours, man. Then, bro. Like I'm still hurt.
Hey, let's see. This could be yours
to this day.
Listen, Rashid, you gotta understand, bro. Anytime, any team that beats Real Madrid, especially the fact that you guys did the double, I think people don't really realize how impressive this is. At the end of the day, whether you rate this Madrid team or not, whatever you think of this Madrid team, the fact that you beat them twice, I'm sorry, this PSG team, whatever you think of this PSG team, I think this PSG team can be beaten.
Oh,
Yesterday,
they're definitely gettable, bro.
They can be got at.
They are definitely gettable. I saw the Aston Villa game yesterday.
The problem is, people are so scared of them going forward. People don't realize these guys can actually guard out when you actually attack them. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? All you guys need to do is just take your chances.
Omar.
Like you did
but
today.
we wasn't scared
Omar,
of Real
I don't
Madrid.
rate their
Be
defense.
real, Omar.
Sorry, Rashid.
We wasn't scared.
I don't rate their defense, bruv. That Marquinhos is a bozo, yeah? And whoever that other guy is, centre-back, that plays for PSG.
Now, Pacho is actually a good centre-back.
But here's the thing. He weren't great the other night. Do you know what I'm saying? They were shaky. But Marquinhos...
No, and that's the thing. They're both shaky. But I promise you guys, right? This is what I mean. Because I feel like what you guys did today should not be slept on. I know you guys are talking about, I hear some of the criticism. And that's fine. At the end of the day, you can say whatever you want. But I'll tell you guys this, right? What was so impressive for me about your performance today it's just how you guys were able to nullify these guys. Bro, the fact that these guys had their first shot on target with their goal, I'm like, yo, you guys need 3 goals and you can't even score 1 in your own backyard.
Look at this
in your own backyard, bro. You couldn't even get a shot on target in your own backyard, bro. You need 3 goals. You can't even get a shot at 70th minute. Like, seriously, bro. The moment it was 60 minutes and I didn't see a shot on target, I said, yeah, this game is over. This game is over. Forget about it. Forget about it. The only way this can get better is if Saka scores. Bro, I literally said that. A minute after I said that, Saka went through and chipped it. And I sat there and I said to myself, I said, bro, and then when it was 1-1, I was like, you know what? I feel a second goal coming for Arsenal. I don't know why, but I feel like these guys are going to overcome it, and then this guy's going to hit them on the counter and score another one. And just like that, bro, when the two passes went to Martinelli, I was like, yo, it's GG's. It's GG's. Bro, you just did the double against Real Madrid. Bro, you played Real Madrid twice in the Champions League in your entire history. Every time. You guys always used to talk about that 06. Oh, we're the only team that haven't lost to Real Madrid. Bro, now you can actually flex that now. Northside. You can actually flex it now, because guess what? You didn't play them once, but you played them twice. And you beat them both times. And not only did you beat them, you just knocked out the defending European champions. Let's never forget, they are the current champions of Europe. And you just knocked them out, beating them twice. They can
No,
hold
it's
that.
true. Omar, it's true, yeah. It's true. No,
we
it's
have
true.
to win it now. We have to win it now.
That's the thing.
thing.
Like,
Otherwise, it means nothing.
that is the thing. Like, it's like we can praise the tie because the tie it's incredible. Like, I can't lie. Like, the way that we dealt with them, nothing but praise to the team. Nothing but praise to the team. But at the same time, it's like, it's not about who you win. It's about winning it. Do you get me? Like, ultimately, yeah, like, you can beat all the best teams, but if you don't win it, who really cares? You know what I mean? Like, you didn't win it. So as much as we praised it, I hope that the team have more belief. I hope Arteta gets more confidence as well from this tie. I hope Arteta actually rectifies the Odegaard situation. That's the one situation I felt like he could have rectified a lot earlier, and it would have been an even more comfortable tie if we would have taken out Odegaard and played at Ethan or played at Zinchenko. I think we would have been able to cook them even more, because that was the one player I can genuinely say didn't offer anything in these over both legs. But at the same time, we just need to get over the line, bro. And the thing is, obviously, Omar, you remember, yeah, that team that went to the final, that's probably the best Arsenal team I've ever seen.
Bro, you guys should have won that. I'm sorry.
But we didn't,
I'm old enough to remember that final.
Yeah, but
you
we
guys,
didn't.
no, and this is the thing. People
Yeah, but that's like, do you know what it's like though?
When we
Omar?
equalized, but
Do you remember
the
do you remember the Portugal team? Yeah, and the Portugal team that lost to Greece. That was a better Portugal team that won the Euros in 2016.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, by
the reason I wasn't cocky when we got to 2016 to the final, one, would facing France in the final, and two, the best Portugal team I seen lost the final. Do you get it? So it's the same thing with Arsenal. Like, I'm getting to if we get to a Champions League final again, I'm like, well, the team that was better than this team lost it. So I'm always, as a fan, I'm always going to be like, I don't know until they show me in it. But crazy things happen in football. Like I said, I can still use that example and say, okay, the team that wasn't as gifted as the Portugal team that lost against Greece won it and got over the line. So that could happen for Arsenal, and I hope we do. But at the same time, I got to reel my expectations in, because I just can't. I can't with this team and this club.
No, and that is understandable. You've been through too much, and this is the thing. At the end of the day, don't get it twisted. Sometimes it's not always the best team in Europe that wins the Champions League. It's just the most consistent. You understand what I'm saying, right? And I said it today after watching that game. I said, listen, I didn't think Arsenal could get it done. But this is the thing. If there's one thing I've learned about watching Champions League football, is that not always the best team wins the thing. It's usually the team that has a plan. Because this is the thing. This is elimination rounds right now, right? One mistake could cost you everything, right? You have to take your chances when you have them. And at the end of the day, in that semifinals against PSG, it's going to be the same thing. That first leg, take your chances. Kill the tie. Give them a win. Just leave there with a win, right? Because when they go to the second leg, you never know what happens. You understand what I'm saying, right? And in the Champions League final, it's 90 minutes of football. You just have to be good for 90 minutes, and you could leave with a Champions League trophy. At the end of the day, you mentioned it. When we played you guys in 06, you guys were the better team. You guys should have beaten us. And you guys had opportunities to beat us before we even came back, right? Henry had opportunities. If he had finished it, you guys would have actually won. Bro,
he regrets that to this day, bro.
There.
He regrets
I
that.
do as well.
The stories have been there from Van Bronckhorst, from Puyol. They've all said it because they played in that Champions League final. They even said, yo, they were the better team by far. And honestly, they were nullifying us. And if they got our second goal, we would have given up because we could not see a way back into the game. You understand what I'm saying? And remember, you guys were 10 down to 10 men, and you guys were still better.
Do you know what I feel like, Omar? Yeah, do you know what I feel like, Omar? Yeah, this season, probably more than any other season for the longest, because I've been watching football for a long time as well, believe it or not, guys. Yeah, I think whoever wins the Champions League, whether it's us, whether it's PSG, your lot, Barca, or Inter, I think they'll deserve it, innit? You know, no one
And also,
can,
I want you to realize
especially about tonight, no one can tell me, no top gooners, nobody can chat shit about refereeing decisions ever again, especially this season. I don't want to hear it, bruv. We got a penalty that once upon a time, many moons
Yeah,
ago,
that's
even
those two
last year, would
penalties
not have been
nearly
given.
gave. Shouldn't have
Yeah,
never
do you
been
know what I'm
given.
saying? And they could have got one as well. But it is what it is. The football gods have spoken. Like, whoever wins it deserves it. And we'll just see, man. I just can't wait.
And also,
bro. I
what's
can't wait for
important
the
about
semis.
this year's Champions League is this, guys. If you really think about it, right? Yes, there's a lot of top teams. Barca being one of them. Inter also looking good. Arsenal looking good. PSG looking good. But you got to understand, guys, all of these teams that we're talking about here, all of them have shown that they have weaknesses. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's all about just capitalizing on their weaknesses. Barca have weaknesses. We proved it yesterday when we played against Dortmund. You understand what I'm saying, right? Inter Milan. I know they won this that first leg win is what helped them today. Because let's be real, today they were not really that on it, but they got the victory, right? On aggregate, they did the job in the first leg, just defended for a draw in the second leg and won it, right? Look at PSG.
What do you
Did
make
all
of
the
them?
work in that first leg.
What
But
do you
guess
make
what?
of
Look
them?
what happened yesterday. What's that?
What do you make of Inter? Because obviously you got them next. What do you make of them, bro?
Well, Inter is going to be
feel
our
like you guys
toughest
get the
test
job
without a
done.
shadow of a doubt, Northside.
Huh?
No, PSG, Inter are going to be our toughest test, bro. After what I saw yesterday from my team, right?
Yeah.
How we were just vibing. Like, how dare you vibe just because you have a 4-goal lead? You understand what I'm saying, right? We just went into that game not even interested in doing anything. That what pissed me off, because at some point Dortmund were beginning to believe, and we gave them that belief because we just showed we were not interested in winning the game. Oh, trying to get a goal. And I'm like, that first leg is at Barcelona. The thing with Barca is this north side. As much as everyone's talking about the Barca Arsenal potential Champions League final, the thing that worries me about that game is, even if we do beat Inter, let's say we beat them by like a goal to nil or 2-1 or something like that, bro. If this Barca team are proving anything, is that I can't trust these guys with a lead like that. I can never trust this team with a lead like that. We're gonna go to the second leg, and you know what's gonna happen, Northside? We're gonna go to the second leg, and we're gonna absolutely shit the bed, because we're gonna be sitting there thinking, all right, let's just wait for them to attack and hit them on the corner. And then guess what? These guys are gonna cook us and score beat us like at 2 goals or something like that. Let's be real. This Inter Milan team, the one thing that they have, which is our biggest weakness, is the fact that they are defensively compact. Barcelona do not handle teams that are defensively compact well. You understand what I'm saying? That is our biggest problem. And truth be told, man, I am going into that game with extreme caution. Extreme caution, because that's our toughest game. We have not been tested in the Champions League yet. This is the first time we're actually playing a team where we're like, all right, cool. Now let's see what you guys do now. This is what's going to prove to us that you're going to win the Champions League. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
Omar,
But
can I
listen,
ask a quick question, please? Honestly, let's say for hypothetical reasons you get through against Inter Milan and you make the final.
Yep.
Who would you rather face? Would you rather face us, or would you face PSG? And what's your reason why?
I think both games will be tough. I'm not gonna lie, but either team is gonna be tough. I feel like you and PSG are not that far apart as far as like how good you two are. I think people have been hyping up PSG because I don't think people expected PSG to be this good. And also, PSG knocked Liverpool out of the Champions League. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's when people started to realize, oh yeah, this PSG team, we need to be worried about these guys. You understand what I'm saying, right? But I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like you two are really that far off from each other. So either team is gonna be tough. But honestly, a part of me feels like playing Arsenal in the Champions League final will be harder, because I feel like what I saw today, the way you guys were so compact to really nullify Real Madrid from even getting a shot on target in their own stadium, is worries me, because Barcelona, bro, we don't handle teams that are defensively compact. You understand what I'm saying?
Because of the high line, Umar. It's tough to play against teams like us and Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan and us are more similar. I think Inter Milan are the only team that can beat us at our own game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I think
100%,
PSG would be your
100%.
best option. PSG would be your best option because PSG and Barcelona is kind of like both at the let the best man win, kind of. Do you know what I'm saying, Umar? Just let the best man win. PSG kind of like play the same way Barcelona play. So it's kind of like the best man win. I would rather, if I was a Barcelona fan, I would rather face a PSG than Arsenal Inter Milan because they're gonna bore the shit out
by
of
all
you.
means, I'm
So
not gonna
badly.
lie.
Best
part of
believe.
me,
I would
part
agree,
of me wants
I would
to
agree
see
as well.
A part of me does think that PSG will be a easier final than Arsenal, because I do believe that from what I've seen recently with Arsenal, I'm sorry, with PSG, is that, bro, their defense is not actually that. Their defense is gettable. This is why I'm saying all these people that say, "Oh, PSG is going to be tough." I'm sorry, PSG are going to be tough. But if there's one thing that you guys have learned from watching the game yesterday against Villa, and that was Villa, by the way, Villa did that to them. If Villa could do that to them, what could you guys do in the first leg against them?
Emi Martinez cost them, bruv. Emi Martinez, sorry, Carl. Emi Martinez cost Villa that tie. Like, look, I love Emi Martinez. He's a world-class keeper, World Cup winner and all of that. But he did cost that mistake.
I might argue with that one because I think
it
was Konza and Martinez both had a communication issue. Konza left the ball. Martinez wasn't sure if he was going to kick it out or not. So when he went to try and save it, it fumbled. So there was really bad communication there. But also as well, Omar, McGinn's goal, you're not going to stop that. That is a top bin shot. There's no way you're stopping that.
You've seen Declan Rice 2 free kicks, right? So yeah, man, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on, people. But the thing is, I'll say this, right? Barca and PSG technically have the best players in it, and possibly the best squads bar Inter, because I do rate Inter's squad bar their front line. Even though like Lautaro Martinez has scored in both legs, fair play. But even more so, Marcus Thuram is a fucking bum, bruv. He is a scrub. I don't care what anyone says. I don't rate that brother. He's a great athlete, but as a footballer, he's trash. But it is what it is. Like the football gods, you know, any purist, even I'm a purist, would rather, if I wasn't an Arsenal fan, of course, would rather see a PSG Barca final. But I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Like, I think, you know, you got a good chance of facing Inter purely because, like, Bayern got their goals against them. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but we might actually, at this moment in time, have the best defensive record in the Champions League.
Not quite.
Not quite.
I think it's by about 2 goals.
By 2 goals. Okay, by 2 goals. Okay, so
conceded twice tonight. We only conceded once.
One. Okay, so we're closer, but not quite there. Yeah,
we're still the second best. But let's be real, mate. If it is us versus Inter Milan, not saying that it is, I'm being hypothetical here, but say if it's us versus Inter Milan, it's not going to be the best of finals. Let's put it that way.
No. Oh no, it's going to be a stinky final.
It's going to be horrible.
If you want views
even today's game.
If you want views and entertainment, it's PSG Barca.
No, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, if there's one thing about this, because here's the thing, I think today's performance made you guys forget that going forward, you guys are actually good when you actually want to go forward. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? I honestly do believe that if it's an Arsenal Inter final, I can see you guys beating Inter in the final. Honestly, I'm not saying
if we leave Erdegaard at home,
I can see you guys doing like a 1-0 on.
Yeah, because the reason we are playing like we're trying to like go forward is because Saka, Martinelli, and Moreno are the only ones that want to go forward. All Odegaard wants to do, he gets the ball, he goes forward, and then what does he do? He just passes it straight back. I mean, this is too much now. I mean, Odegaard doesn't really fit into this prescription of going forward. Yeah, he can pass forward at times, but when it comes to like when he's trying to run with the ball forward, he doesn't have like the time to cross the ball. He just gets a touch and just passes it back to the defenders. So I'm kind of worried for the PSG game. And the reason I say PSG can be tough is because their players are more clinical than our players. They've got Ousmane Dembele, who's on the form of his life. They've got that Georgian guy. He's on fire right now. Like after he left Napoli, he's on.
Kvaratskhelia, Cover, yeah.
PSG, like this Georgian, this Kvaratskhelia is such a talent. Like, don't take.
No, but PSG would leave spaces, Macy. Our problem is when we face the Inter Milan.
Rashid,
Inter Milan wouldn't leave the
Yeah, I
spaces.
get it, Rashid. They can't. They do get. Their defense is shaky. Like against Aston Villa was a demonstration as to why their defense was shaky. But going forward, their forward line is very more dangerous than our forwards with Dembele, Kavashili, and Bradley Bacola. Them three together.
Doué as well. Doué's a baller, bro.
Yeah,
Doué's
Doué-
a baller.
Doué's
But you
a
know what?
baller.
I think the battle in midfield is going to be. Sorry, Macy, just to cut in very quickly. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think the biggest key to beating PSG is the midfield, bro. Their midfield is stacked, full of talent. Vitinha
Yeah.
and Northside, you'll know this better than
Yeah.
anyone, bro. Why the fuck did we bypass him to get Fabio Vieira? That bum, bro. That bum. Please explain
know why?
that to me, Northside.
No, that's
you
why
guys have
they don't have the
Those guys-
physicality though. That's the thing, yeah. Like I feel like their midfield can get roughed up, even though they're technically very good.
Jean
I feel like
Neves.
that midfield
I mean,
can
how
get
good is Jean Neves Northside since you saw him?
Fabian Ruiz as well.
Jean Neves he's a good player, yeah. Jean Neves is a good player, but he's a young player, isn't it? And at the
Right.
end of the day, I don't see any of them that can. If we attack the way we need to attack, yeah, I think that midfield will have a hard job protecting that back line. They're talented midfield. Jean Neves is a good player, but he's still not the completed player that some people want to gas him up to be. Even though he's a good player, he's got potential. Fabian Ruiz, he's good, but is he that DM that's going to shield the back line? We'll see. Vitinha as well, he's good, but he's more of a player that wants to go forward and create. So I do feel like the midfield battle, we could probably beat or match their midfield battle just in terms of physicality.
Right.
I mean, going forward. And that back line as well. I mean, at the same time, Saka's on good form. Moreno's on good form. So it'd be an interesting fight. I agree with Rashid. I feel like we struggle more against teams like Inter that are just going to stink it out, make it difficult, frustrate us, and then hit us on the counter. You know, but teams like PSG that open up, I agree with Rashid. I feel like we'll have chances, we'll have opportunities. Are we the most clinical? No. But at the same time, players are stepping up. Martinelli looks like he's stepping up at the right time. Moreno's stepping up at the right time. Saka's stepping up at the right time. Declan Rice is offering a lot more going forward than he was earlier on in the season. Partey is doing well, winning the ball back in the midfield. So I am more confident going up against PSG than Inter. But we definitely can't take them for pricks, because if we take them for pricks, yeah, they'll try to bop us off the park, because they're a very great passing team and they transition extremely well. And I do think there is a similarity, and I agree again with Rashid in the way that they transition to Barcelona. They transition very
Baby
direct.
Barca, it's Luis Enrique, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that
Yeah,
2015,
Luis
bro.
Enrique.
Without
Figures
MSN.
on Northside. You said at
Not
your
even the
start
players.
Figures on Northside. You said at the start of your show before you brought all of us on was how we nullified Madrid's midfield, and that was because we stacked the box. So you had Odegaard, you had Partey, you had Rice, Moreno, who's playing as our striker, was actually
But
was actually
Madrid
coming back.
midfield is not technical. Sorry, Carl. Just
It might
wanted
not be
to
technical,
just
but,
wanted to add this.
but Marino just moved back into the midfield just to add an extra body. And then when you got Lewis Skelly, and Timber trying to invert, not at the same time, but obviously one inverts, one sets back. All of a sudden, then you got not 3 midfields to deal with. Now you got 5 players in the midfield. And if you play a 4-3-3, of course you're going to get overrun.
No. But if you're tactical, go on. I wanted to say, but if you're technical enough, if you know how to carry the ball, if every player takes on 2, because back in the day when Barcelona used to face these teams that would put more players in the midfield like we do, try to overrun them in the midfield, because Iniesta would take 2 players and pass, or Xavi would take 1 player and pass. Even if you put 5 players, we can get past. They can get past them. But if you face a team like us, yes, I understand the whole point of having a lot of players there. PSG have a lot of players that are technical. If it needs to kind of like the stars need to align, everything needs to be in place, like what happened against us against Real Madrid. So that's the only way to beat us. But I don't know. In my opinion, yeah, in my opinion, it depends on the tech, because Real Madrid don't have that tech. Jude Bellingham, Jude Bellingham only runs sideways. He can't open up a defense, because he had chances today to open us up. And you know that Mbappe, if you give him a little pass, he'll follow it. And there's space behind the defenses, he will follow it. But you know what I'm saying? You need to be technical. I think we will We all
Madrid did
struggle
leave
against.
space. Let's be real. Madrid did leave space at the back for us to exploit them. Unfortunately, we haven't got a number 10 that can put that killer eye of the needle pass through. We do, but he's sitting on the bench. and
But
his
at
name's
some point,
Alexander
you're gonna get
Zinchenko.
that pass.
Mm.
At some point, you're gonna get that pass. No matter how shit you are, like today. No matter how shit we are, like today. If we were a proper team that actually plays proper football, this football that we're playing right now, that can actually transition, we should have beat them 3-0, 4-0, like the space that you were talking about. But because we're not that team, we beat them 2-1. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is enough, of course.
You
But
stick
like,
a prime. You stick a prime Kevin De Bruyne or an Odegaard position. I swear to God, he would have a field day.
yeah, facts. Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
do
my
you
point.
know why we have a
That's my-
chance of beating PSG? Yeah, because PSG, like, I agree with what you're saying as well, Rashid. But like, you're talking about the Barca team back in the day, Xavi and Iniesta. There's one other player, Busquets, one of the most underrated players. Yeah, PSG. The closest thing they probably have, you know, with how Luis Enrique is playing, which is the Barca team that he had, or like that, obviously without that level of quality, is probably a Fabian Ruiz. But Fabian Ruiz is nowhere near a Busquets, but he's been put in there to kind of do that role in it. You know, because Busquets was never mobile. Yeah, he was tall, but he weren't stocked. You know,
But
he's not
football
even
IQ.
Rodri level. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the IQ, and Fabian Ruiz is a quality player. He's a techie baller, 6'2" as well, but he doesn't have what Busquets had. Like, Busquets up here, it's just different gravy. So if we do what we do, pack the midfield, even if we invert with Skelly, Timber at times, not at the same time, of course, you know, and just dominate them in midfield, then we can nullify the Kvaratskhelia. We could nullify the Ousmane Dembele, who I wasn't really that impressed with.
But they
on
still get
Tuesday
a
night,
chance
you know what
or
I'm saying?
two, and
And
that stuff.
Doué and all of that. Yeah. They'll get chances. Don't get me
They'll
wrong.
still get a chance
chances.
or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like today,
they'll get chances.
Endrick got a chance. You know what I'm saying? There was plays that today. Yeah.
PSG will be more clinical. Don't get me wrong, but we have to take our chances. Yeah, like PSG this season, they're not the same team that we absolutely slapped them 2-0 and it should have been 5. Let's be real. Yeah, this is a different team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way that we're playing right now, we got to keep that momentum going. Winning Champions League, other than, you know, luck, is also about momentum. And if you have that momentum, you got to keep it going. Do you know what I'm saying? We got to the Champions League final in 06 with the best defensive record, and we outplayed Barca in the final. But again, the football gods were against us and all of that. It wasn't our day, you know, for more than one reason or another and all of that shit. So this season, we've got to take it, because I'm going to be real, guys. You know, it might sound controversial, but I'm not so sure we're going to get a better chance, or I'm not going to say easier, but just a better chance of winning the Champions League than we do now, especially under Arteta. This manager, I don't think this manager will get a better chance of winning the Champions League. And I think deep down he knows it, bruv. Especially after that Brentford display. Like, he knows that we have to go all out for the Champions League. I said it before, I think it was on Aaron's stream and might have been on your stream, Carl, as well. It's Champions League or bust, guys. Yep. It is Champions League or we're done, bruv. Or we're done. 100%. And Arteta's done. Do you know what I'm saying?
Even my best mate, who is an avid Arteta winner, he said to me after that first leg tie, he basically said, if we don't win this, it's there's no point of no return.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Because if we want to, we have to try and end our season with a trophy, and I believe the Champions League is our only option of saving our season. Because if this manager bottles that Champions League, then from now he's got to fuck off, and we need to go and get a proper manager. Because Carlo Ancelotti, when he was doing this in the touchline, like with his face, like you can tell he was really not himself. So he must be thinking, I should just leave Real Madrid and maybe I'll go find a job somewhere else. And if we get knocked out of the Champions League, then it will be the best. Then it will be the right idea to get Arteta out and go and get Don Carlo Ancelotti in my.
Macy, I promise you, you do not want to bring this version of Ancelotti to your club. He will ruin the youngsters.
Ancelotti,
okay? You don't.
Well,
like I'm telling you this, Macy. Now hold on, Macy. I'm telling you this because I watch La Liga enough, right? I'm telling you this now. What you guys saw, I feel like we've seen Ancelotti peak at this point. I think at this point he just needs to take the Brazil job and just go and do international management.
I think he's finished with
I'm being
football,
that
Omar.
serious.
For me, I love Don
So yeah,
Carlo,
so
but I
yeah,
think
listen, do not
Ancelotti is
bring
done
him
with
back.
football.
You're taking
It
it
does.
back.
I
I
think
mean,
he's, he's had enough of football. To
I
be
mean,
honest,
if-
personally, mate. I hate to say
if-
it, but
Yeah, I mean, if Ancelotti is done with football, then let's just go get Simeone instead, because like we know Berta and Simeone have history together, so it would be good if Berta brings him into Arsenal, because they can coexist with one another, and Simeone can convince Berta to go and get the best players that he wants, because I can assure you Berta's not going to be fooled around with Arteta's idea of buying somebody that he wants.
You know what it is sometimes also. I always say this, right? Whether you rate a manager or not, I always say this about management, right? If a manager if things are improving at a club, you kind of give the manager the benefit of the doubt when you start to see some things changing. I think that if Arteta wins the Champions League this season, right? I think there's going to be a lot of people going to be like, okay, you actually won us the Champions League. Ah, cool. Let's see what you do next season. You understand what I'm saying, right? But I feel like certain people, I'm not even necessarily calling out anyone here, right? But I feel like with certain people, right, because they don't really like Arteta, it's going to be very hard. Like they're going to be always leaning towards, you know, even if he's doing well, they're always going to be worried about what's coming up next. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because they don't trust the manager enough. Sometimes you got to look at it this way sometimes, man. If he ends up winning the Champions League, whether this is what your plan was or not, at the end of the day, this process that you guys have been on, if it ends with a Champions League trophy, that's a success. Because at the end of the day, you guys have never won a Champions League. And that's the one trophy that you guys have been always talking about, dreaming of winning. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And I feel like at the end of the day, if he does bring the Champions League trophy, he needs to go on from it and actually go and try to win a league title or another trophy. But if he doesn't win the Champions League, then you can say, well, listen, man, at the end of the day, it's not good enough. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's going to be here next season. But if he goes trophyless this season and goes trophyless next season, then you can be like, cool, we've seen enough now. Because you've teased us so many times that you could get it done. But we keep feeling like you're fooling us because we're getting teased now. This is not what we want. Stop giving us hope. We actually won the actual course. It's like you know what it is. You know what it is like, right? It's like you go into a restaurant Northside, right? And then you know when they give you those little like mini like
the
snacks,
Turkish restaurant.
Exactly this, right? They're like giving you those all the time. It's like at the end of the bro, I want the course. Give me the main course now. I want to eat. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like I'm tired of these tests and all these stuff.
But if they take too long, would you leave the restaurant?
That's the point, and that's my point.
Thank
you
you.
know what it is? It's like being in a restaurant and you've been given different flavors, right? And this is like the best one so far. So you're just sitting there like, yo, maybe this is actually why. All right, cool. Because I was about to leave the restaurant, right? But you guys have given me this, and I'm like, cool. Maybe cool. You guys tell me to be patient. I'm gonna be patient. Cool. If the season ends, if at the end of it, I'm sitting there for over an hour, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care, man. I don't care if the course is coming in the next few minutes. I'm done. You guys have wasted my time for way too long. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I feel like today, right, more than any other day, but today, I feel like Arteta does deserve a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really not really much to credit. I mean, you can kind of look at the game all around, but to go to the Bernabeu and do what you guys did, when let's be real, nobody here expected you guys, none of you expected to do that, right? I feel like that is like all the credit needs to go to the manager, to the players, to everybody, because they proved you wrong. Like, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's not about, like, you know, I've always said it. When it comes to me, I will hold the L when I'm proven wrong about things. And I'm not afraid to give credit to whoever it is, whether I like them or not. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's the same thing here with Northside. At the end of the day, Northside is going to sit here, he's going to hold the L, and he's going to say, listen, today, you proved me wrong, because I did not see us going through this time. So I will sit there, take the L, and give the credit to the club, to the manager, and to the players. You understand what I'm saying? Because they proved me wrong today. All right, now, prove me wrong Put me in the mud now. I actually want to be in the mud now. Put me in the mud by winning the Champions League. Because when you win the Champions League, because now I will permanently be in the mud for all the time I've been criticizing. Because guess what? If you win the Champions League now, you prove me wrong that you could get it done in the big stage. You understand what I'm saying? Now that's what you want to do. But today, it's been amazing. It's like at the end of the day, good for you guys. I'm happy. I am very happy. Listen, at the end of the day, Northside, this is a great time. I'm very happy for you specifically, you, Lee, and all these guys, because you guys, you killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I got to see Madrid get smoked today, so I'm happy about that. But also, I had to see Northside being the one to smoke Real Madrid. So it's actually great now. You understand what I'm saying, right? So listen, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. When you're cooking, guys like Dave, make sure you put football carnage in there as well. Everybody needs to be cooked. I will be.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilled, bro. Like literally. Yeah.
Don't worry, I will be in the chat enjoying, bro. Don't worry, I'll be happy.
Bro, we're gonna enjoy that one. We're gonna enjoy the.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go over Dave's reaction, and then.
Bro, Dave's reaction is actually
I'm
box
gonna
office,
do a
bro.
watch along. I'm gonna do a watch along to Tottenham and Man United Europa League games tomorrow. Man United got Lyon and Spurs have got Eintracht Frankfurt. So I want to do a watch along to both of those games and see how those games go. Double watch along. So that's gonna be good, and it's gonna be nice that we can watch it, knowing that we've done our job in the Champions League.
The only way this will top this week off better Northside is if Man United and Spurs screw up. And I've just noticed as well outside my house, the gritters are outside, so there's lots of salt being poured out on the roads tonight.
I pray.
It's nice, man. It's nice to just chill and watch everybody else. When your job is done, ain't nothing nicer as a fan than watching everybody else and being like, whatever, innit? You know what I mean? Let's just see what you lot are doing.
Bigger fish to fry.
You know what? That's funny. That's what I always tell people all the time. Like, you know what? People don't really understand this about Northside, but the way Northside is, I can already tell. He's one of those people who, if his club was doing well, he would be the most irritating person in YouTube. Because no one would actually, because you could just tell Northside would just be that guy who he still would be doing well, and he would just be trolling everybody. Just putting out like I saw you doing videos of Saeed and this guy's like reaction to the United Lyon game. I said, yo, this is Northside when Arsenal starts doing well. He's just gonna be trolling everybody. Nobody's gonna be safe from Northside's cooking.
Yeah, but we just need that trophy, man. As soon as we get that trophy, I'm not holding back. You know what I'm saying? I always gotta rail it in a bit, kind of like, yo, we still ain't won. Keep this, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
we've been there before. We've seen it. We've done well. We haven't done it yet, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen it all at this moment in time, man. But we just have to wait and see, man.
Big up, man.
That's all we have to do.
I appreciate you guys. I do actually have to go too, man. But appreciate you, Northside.
Big up, man.
Enjoy the win today. You guys deserve it. At the end of the day, you have been through a lot to this season. Listen, I will be here to be smoking on that Madrid pack all week. Don't worry about that, man. But yeah, big up to you guys, man.
Big up, man. Every time, man. Big up, my G. Big up. But yeah, man. As I was saying, yeah, it's like, bro, we just gotta look at we got to look at it, yeah, and really and truly, let's see how we perform against PSG. We're gonna have to nullify the way that they play. Vitinha, we need to nullify out the game. Ruiz, we need to nullify out the game. Even Neves as well. He offers a lot going forward as well in that PSG team. Mendes as well for the goal that he had in the second leg against Aston Villa. Those are the situations where we need to put them to the sword when they commit fullbacks too far forward. And they're a team that's a lot better drilled. They're a lot more balanced. The midfield's balanced. The attack's more balanced. The team know what they're doing. They're playing well as a team. It's going to be interesting how we nullify them. But I think the way our midfield is playing at the moment, we should be more than, we should have more than enough. Hopefully, like I said, Ethan or Zinchenko play as a 10. And yeah, man, hopefully we just get it done. The defense, to be fair, at this current moment, Skelly's killing it. When you look at Dembele, cover Skelly, he's got a shot on him. I can't lie. So does Doe as well. So we have to, watch out for those long range shots. But the way that Partey and Ben White, Partey and Declan Rice are winning the ball back early, not allowing midfields to settle or have any rhythm or momentum, I'm a lot more positive going up against PSG. I can't lie. I think we've got the players and we're set up so we can nullify PSG. I think the fact that they commit too many players forward, I reckon we can, you know, we can go over the line against PSG. My biggest worries, to be honest with you, not that I'm overlooking PSG because we have to take them seriously, but the biggest worries I have is Inter and Barca. You know what I mean? I think Barca's attack, bro. Like, I just feel like they got players that off the cuff can be unpredictable. You know, Yamal, Rafinha's in hot form as well. Like
Pedri, bro, probably the best midfielder on the planet, bro.
Pedri, you get what I'm
is
saying?
a
Like,
baller, bro.
they play very
Certified
similarly,
baller.
the individuals are just that level above PSG.
But sorry to cut in also, but their manager, bruv, Hansi Flick, other than Ancelotti, and even right now, if I was able to take Hansi Flick tomorrow, I would, bruv. As well as Arteta done tonight and all that, Hansi Flick, bruv. And he's been there and done it when he was at Bayern Munich. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? He knows how to get it over the line. But what did he do at Germany? Yeah, Germany were washed, bruv. Germany are on the come up now. Florian Wirtz and Musiala and all that. 2 other certified ballers. Do you know what I'm saying? One thing I'll say very quickly about the PSG game, because I'm not overlooking that by any stretch of the imagination, yeah? The thing is, guys, is that I saw the game against Villa on Tuesday night, yeah. Hakimi and Mendes. Mendes' goal was brilliant. Hakimi was very good as well. I think those two, obviously we know their threat in midfield going forward defensively. If we bypass their press, they can be got out, and obviously their front line press as well. But them fullbacks, bro, when they're in transition, when we don't have the ball, and then fullbacks are bombing off, because you noticed Alaba didn't go forward that much. Neither did Lucas Vazquez, innit? Like, when they were in them positions to cross it, like, it was more Vazquez than Alaba, to be real. Like, they didn't really offer that much. Do you know what I'm saying? But best believe Hakimi is going to be a problem. Nuno Mendes, correct me if I'm saying that wrong, is going to be a problem, bro. They're going to be a problem, especially going forward. Can they both be got out defensively? Absolutely. Absolutely. But my thing is, we need to be counter-attacking. You know, like that goal that Partey scored against Brentford? That's what I want to see. Do you know what I'm saying? When we can get at those bozos in defence, well, more so Marquinhos, because I don't think he's all that. He's nowhere near Thiago Silva, because that's basically he's the regen, you know, replacement or whatever. If we can get at both of them centre-backs, and even Donnarumma is suspect. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can be.
He is suspect. Yeah, he's suspect. If we get at those back 3, we have a chance, but we got to do even more so what we did against Real Madrid at home. I'm looking for a 2-0, 3-0, maybe even a 4-0. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if we're on it and we defend well and Raya just hoofs it forward, none of this passing out the back, messing about with Saliba and Kivior, I don't want to see any of that throughout the rest of the season, especially in the Champions League. If you're going to do that in the league, because the league's already done. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want to fuck about, do it in the league, because the league's done. I don't want to see that in the Champions League, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I want every single player to be on it. The only negative is obviously Odegaard, isn't it? Because, like Gunn said, it's playing with one less man. Do you know what I'm saying? But because Partey's out, that means we'll probably put Zinchenko in there. You know, him, Rice, and it will have to be Odegaard in it, because we know what this manager's going to do, club captain, blah, 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 whatever. So we'll just have to see, brother. We'll just have to see. And it'll be interesting to see how Zinchenko plays next to, you know what I want to see? Even if Odegaard plays, I would love to see Zinchenko have a word with Odegaard and just be like, yo, drop back next to Rice, innit? Play deeper in midfield next to him. I'll go to number 10. I'll play those passes, because I'm more forward thinking. I'm not doing the defensive kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I know Odegaard presses, and that's probably one of Odegaard's best qualities, let's be real, is when he presses, although it's more of a one-man thing. But Odegaard, when he gets the ball in our own half, I think he's all right. But just further forward, he just doesn't. He's so frustrating.
Do you know what it is?
He's like a futsal player. He's like a futsal player.
He doesn't have the creativity in that style, and the trickery to get past his man. I feel like he's another one that likes to drive into space. And what I don't like about players that like to only drive into space, they have a lack of creativity on how to beat their man technically. Like, and as soon as, because I feel that there was one time where I think it was Tchouameni and I think it was Vinny clattered into Odegaard and just took the ball off of him. As soon as he gets clattered, it's like he goes within his shell and he's like, I don't really want to take them on.
Rudiger pushed him off the ball, like when it went for a throw-in. In the second half, bruv. I was just like, you just got rucked off.
Like that. Every time he gets checked
Every
like that.
time.
Like, if I drive forward and push the play forward, I'm going to get bodied. I don't really want to get bodied. I remember even on a counter attack, he's looking for the through ball. And I'm like, bro, run with the ball, man. Let more players commit forward. Do you know what I'm saying? But on the counter attack. So I just feel like he's cowardice. I feel like there's a lack of ability from Odegaard. And I feel like he's just not up for the fight. He doesn't want to put his body on the line. That's what it makes it. That's what I think about Odegaard, bro. Like, he doesn't want to take on players, bro. He likes to take on players when he doesn't get the challenge. He doesn't get brought down to the ground. It's not going to be a rustle and tussle. And he's got all the space in the world to keep thinking. And every time his first touch is always to go backwards. And then he ponders on the ball and holds it. He's just frustrating. But listen, big up to the both of you. I got to redirect to the emergency meeting with Lee. Big up Macy, big up Natstar, big up to everybody that jumped on the panel. We're going to redirect to Lee for the emergency meeting. I'll meet you guys there in 2 minutes. We're literally going live now. Love, familia. Northside raid on the way in. Love.